Hey, Wisershifters, listen, it doesn't matter where you at and what you're doing, disaster might strike. The question is, do you have a get home bag? What is a get home bag? Well, let's talk about it right after this intro. Alright, so let's talk about the two point that I want to touch on when it comes to get home bags. There are a lot of video here on YouTube about it. Let's talk about the two parts to it, the essentials and the personal. Let's see what I have so far in my bag that I've been building. This is not done yet, so there's going to be some things that's missing here. Just know that it's not complete because I'm constantly changing my bag for different potential scenarios. Let's talk about it. Let's see what I have here in my bag. My first part of my bag is my admin pouch. What I have here, where I like to break down what are essentials to me. Now, I have a life straw that is essential, so this is going to go into the essential part. And I want to make sure this video is something that's clear and cut. So remember, what is essential, what is personal. So what I have in my admin pouch is my life straw, and we already know what that's for. That's for water. If I come across water that I think is tainted and I need to drink and make sure I have water, I have that. And of course, a collapsible or foldable water container. So if I find clean water and I want to take that with me, guess what? This take less space in my bag, and guess what? I can take that, have it on my person. That's why it's in my admin pouch. I can get to it quickly and carry water. All right. What else? If there's some sort of anything in the air, I want to make sure I have masks. There's different type of masks and situations that will call for it. As we can already know, we dealt with the pandemic 2020, so make sure you have your mask and have some sort of cloth to cover your mouth if you need to protect yourself from anything in the air. So pretty much that's a great thing to have. Also gloves. Those things are essential and it's important. You want to have gloves, so if you come across things that debris, anything that you need to remove out of your way, or you want to touch certain things, gloves are important. Make sure you have gloves in your bag, okay? Another thing that is essential, some sort of charging device. Now, a lot of us gonna have this. Whether it's working or not, your phone, you're gonna need ways to charge it. Let's just say you are miles away and everything is closed and there's no sort of electricity or any place to charge your phone. Guess what? You have a charging device to charge your phone. Whatever brand that you select, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you have some sort of charger. And for me, mine serve multiple purpose. One is solar. Two, I have my own personal flashlight on here. So, and not only that, I have a cheap compass, and of course, I can charge multiple devices based on the plug options. All right. Now, you want to have some sort of cutting tool. This is always on my person, so this is one of my EDC carrying item. So make sure you have some sort of knife. Remember, have multiple because you never know what might happen. All right. So that is in my essentials part. Now, some sort of first aid. That is very important. What I have here is different band-aids, different things. So making sure have your a small first aid kit. That is important. As you can tell, I have two parts. I have my first response and my second response. This is just something that I can carry on the go. So making sure that you have some sort of first aid. Not only that, this is right here. This is where some people might argue and debate, but you have some sort of binocular where you're able to see far in the distance, because not everything that you're gonna come across you're able to see. There's gonna be things that's gonna be at a distance. This is essential, but at the end of the day, I'll say it's personal, because sometimes you might need to stay out the way. But if you're like me, I need to see what's ahead and what I'm gonna walk into if I have to walk to that direction of some sort. So this is personal, but some might say it's essential. Now that's all I have in my admin pouch, and of course in my personal pouch right here I have some other stuff. I have some wipes to get to. That could be easily in your first aid, but this is a personal for me because I like to stay clean. And this is a thermal reflective blanket. This is essential because if you're in a situation where you need to create some sort of shelter, you can with these, because it'll help retain the heat in your shelter. It could be a small shelter. Make sure you have paracord if you're gonna go with this option. But this could easily help if you're in a climate where, not a climate, but if you are in a state where it get cold at night and it's not winter yet. That is almost everywhere, but just think about it. Such a situation going to require certain equipment, and at this point I want to say having some sort of thermal blanket or something that's going to keep you warm in a situation where if it get cold or it is cold, you can stay warm. Remember, the cold can kill you, so that's I'll definitely make sure I have this in my bag. This is my essential part. And of course, this is personal, but some might debate and say it's essential. This is some sort of, you need to have something where you can take notes. For example, if someone is giving you information, let's just say there is a protest or some sort of social unrest, and you're able to get some information, you need to find out what is going on, and you can take some information. This is going to help you in a long way. And I have the Ride in the Rain one, and this is just a regular one, but this is personal because I like to collect data based on what's going on. So that's all I have right here. Now next, well, on the outside before we go any further, I have paper towel, not paper towel, but toilet paper. Now all you do is remove the centerpiece that holds it, and then flatten it and put it in a Ziploc bag. And it'll stay dry, and this will help you, because if you're anything like me, I don't want to improvise if I need to get home and there's no toilet paper and I have to use the restroom of some sort, whether it's indoor or outdoor. You never know. This is more on the personal side for me. I want to make sure I have toilet paper to take care of business. All right. Now, you don't know where you're going to end up and what's going to happen, but if you're miles away from home, there's going to be time that you need to be able to start a fire. I have multiple options and ways to start a fire. I have lighters, I have cotton balls, matches, of course, different tinder to really start fire, and of course, light, you know. So this is just options, you know, just to think about. You need to be able to find ways to start fire, and if you're prepared, guess what? You can start a fire, stay warm, and cook. Now, this is something essential. This serves multiple purpose, but for me, this is personal. The reason being, it's essential. Paracord, it's essential. But remember, the goal is to get home. Now, this could serve in many purposes. So it could be a personal item or essential item. For me, I'm gonna put an essential item. Paracord is essential because you can build shelter, you can create different traps, different ways to use paracord. So it's endless possibilities. So it's a multi-purpose tool, should I say, to have. Now, this is where debate might take place. But for me, having an MRE ready to eat, that's something that I say is important for me, and I'll put it in the personal side. Reason being, not everybody like MREs or ready to eat meals, but if you have some sort of food in your bag, you need to have that. It's important. I'm sorry. Let's just say this. This is important, right? So the essential. The personal would be snacks. So if I had to put them in category, they're both essential, but this is more in a personal for me. I'll switch. I changed my mind. I switch. I'm gonna put the MRE in the essential because you need food. It doesn't matter what's going on. You need food. Now, the snacks are important because you need to be able to eat on the go. If you have food on the go, that's going to help you get to your destination. That is important. So this is personal. The content of what's in your snack bag is going to be based on you, what you eat, what you like to eat. So that's all I have for you. When it comes to the main bag, and of course I have a secondary knife that is essential. Now, here's more items that I would like to share with you guys. Tape. I want to make sure I have extra pair of socks. I do not like to walk with wet feet. And if you're someone who's trying to get home, you're going to come across all kind of situations. So clothing is essential, but for me, this is personal. All right, I have a small axe, or some people call it hatchet, to be able to cut wood, to be able to start fire, because I have items that I can use to start fire. Anything that you can use to cut down limbs, vine, anything like that. If you're taking a unconventional route to your home, where it's not in the city and something like that, you need something like this to really cut trees and branches, or just to be able to use that to start fire and to keep fire going. That is important. So it's going to the essential part. Now, last but not least, this is something that it might be a debate, but you need a way to protect yourself. For me, I have my my firearm, and of course I have one mag in the chamber, self-defense round, and I have lights on mine also, and of course my holster. So this is essential. You want to put it here, and also have backup around. So that's all I have for you. That's in my get home bag. Is it gonna vary? Yes. So make sure you have your essentials, your personal, and make sure your bag is able to carry what you need. That's all I have for you guys. Remember, if you don't prepare, you're going to fail. Remember, the strong survive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.